with a YouTuber's coffee, back with a quick hip hop news update, man. Couple real quick topics to jump off into. So let's get it. Make sure to hit them comments, man. But the game, okay, he done been in the news so much as of late. And me personally, those who've been tapped into my channel, y'all know, already know that, like, I feel the way the game's career has kind of went, it's kind of been all bad, man. Like, it's not been a good look, in my opinion. And we're going to get to a little more about the whole Black Slim Shady on the last portion of this video, so stay tuned for that. But real talk, I think a lot of it has to do with Whack 100 as well. His affiliation is just not a good look. You got your manager doing all this flunkery, pretty much overshadowing anything you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, Drillmatic was a big moment for the game to try to get his ish back. You know what I mean? Back shaking and moving right in the rap game, and Whack just steady with the BS. You know what I mean? But what we're talking about here isn't Whack, even though I just was talking about him. We're talking about Dr. Dre. This is kind of odd here. Comment and let me know what y'all think about this, man. But, you know, when the whole viral campaign for Drillmatic started, the Drink Champs interview was like the jump off point. And there was a lot of viral moments. And one of the big ones was the game saying Ye did more for him ever than Dre did the whole time that he was fucking with him, or something to that effect, right? And listen, the game done had beef with everyone. We know he can get in his feelings, but it seems he's trying to speak out about that and let us know it's more than just he's mad. He's talking about that he's never had a Dr. Dre beat in his life. It's like, whoa, you know what I mean? And they get to talking about the documentary classic album. Like, real talk, y'all, one of the hardest albums ever. I fuck with it to this day. It's fire. But he's, you know, on the album, Dre is credited with producing 7 of the 18 tracks. And Game said, nah, like, we don't really know the way the industry works. More or less, that's cap. You know, when he mentions Timberland, who we know did put you on the game, Just Blaze is on there. Kanye's got a beat on there. He talks about all these different artists, or producers, I'm sorry. And, you know, he's saying, like, more or less, we don't get it. We're on the outside looking in, that Dre got credited for beats that he really didn't do. He said, yes, Dre oversaw it, but Dre didn't really make the beats. What do y'all think about that, man? Like, I know the Still DRE beat, Scott Storch was a big part of that beat. I believe the keys and all that was, you know, Scott Storch's signature sound. And I don't know, like, Dre is a monster in this industry. We know this, but it's kind of like the games. Like, obviously people collaborate on things, you know what I mean? And sometimes if you're under someone, they work with you, and, you know, from putting you on, they get the glory in a sense. But do y'all believe this? Do y'all believe that he did not really produce a single beat ever for the game? That these tracks that he's credited with on the documentary, he didn't do no work on them, that all he did was oversee it? Could that be? That sounds like a stretch to me, but I don't know. It's like the game, we know, sometimes can just say some ish. It sounds like here he's trying to let people know, like, yo, I'm just not talking my ish. This is for real. This is what I mean by this, you know? And he points out too that working with Kanye, he's did like they did Wouldn't Get Far together. You know what I mean? Video and track. They did the Dreams beat, you know? They've collabed on other songs too. I think, wasn't it? Didn't they do that Crack Music joint together? That was fire as well. But that's what he's saying is, like, with Dre, it was just a look, more or less. You know what I mean? Like, in reality, they never did a video. They never collaborated together. That more or less, it sounds like he's doubling down that Kanye really did more for him. And what do you guys think about that? Is Game in his feelings, or is Game coming with some facts here? I need to know what everyone thinks. Real talk. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's just been crazy for the game. I don't know. Again, guys, jump in the comments. That's what it's all about over here. Don't forget to sub up, hit the notification bell. But, you know, the game's career was wild. We know he got signed to Aftermath. Well, excuse me, he didn't like Dre didn't discover him. Someone else already had, but one way or another, he ended up being presented to the people as Dr. Dre's next protege. And then we know things kind of slowed down. They didn't know exactly what they were going to do with the game. There was a lot of talk that he was ultimately going to get dropped from Aftermath, and then he got put with G Unit. You know what I mean? Like, for those who used to tap into the G Unit mixtape series, the G Unit radio, I think it was part 8 or whatever, was called The Fifth Element. And that's where they were presenting the game as the fifth element in G Unit. You know what I mean? We had Banks, Yayo, Fifth, Buck from down south. Here comes Game from the West Coast. What's the deal? Like this is how we're gonna market him. Because if you really look through you go through the mixtapes and everything, the Game had been on the scene for a minute with Aftermath. He was on the Shady Records Invasion mixtape. There's a song to the Eric Sermon React beat. Game sounded like a whole nother rapper. We know he done kind of switched his flow up a lot of times. Some people was talking about he sound like Shine Poe. Hell, there's times later on in his career he sounded a little bit like Rose. I don't know. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think this could be a fact that Dre just oversaw the documentary project and took credit for beats that weren't rightfully his, or what? Is that what Dre's doing out here? I mean, come on, let's not act like Dre isn't a beast, like I said. But I don't know. Let me close this thing out. Hit the comments. I was talking about we're gonna talk about some Black Slim Shady stuff. I'm gonna do that on another video. This one kind of got a long running time. I gotta go handle some things. But hit the comments, man. The Game doubles down on the Dr. Dre comments. What do y'all think about it all? Let's talk. New viewers, don't forget to sub. Stay tuned. Sub up to both channels. J Coffee Talk, talking music, news, sports, and more. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.